My best friend, I talk to him about everything, and when like the time is right, people want details of how long we.
I want to have 2 more fights this year. Then after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more.
I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not going to have time for the other kids, but it does mean that I have a new baby and I have to focus and give that baby my undivided.
People say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely? It's the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that they can come on people's shit talk.
The drama is on full blast, and the tea is scorching hot. Again. Remy Ma just came out swinging, and this time her target is none other than Claressa Shields. The streets are buzzing loud right now. Is Remy just being bitter? Or does she actually have something to say this time? Word going around is wild. People are saying Claressa might be trying to trap Papoose with a baby, and it's not just gossip at this point. The math is starting to add up. Let's not forget, Pap and Claressa can't legally tie the knot yet because Remy's still holding on to those divorce papers like they're gold. And it's not just about emotions either. Alimony is on the table. If Remy signs off and lets Pap go for real, she might take a serious financial hit.
Okay, Papoose. Where y'all going? Quote time.
No, he gonna meet me over there. I'm walking here.
Yes, he did.
More importantly, what'd you think about that knockdown?
I loved it, man. She melted like strawberry ice cream, man. Shout out to
Now that's where things get real messy, because folks are whispering that Claressa's move might be to lock it all down with a pregnancy. And honestly, that theory doesn't even sound far-fetched anymore. Some sources are already hinting that she might be expecting. Yup, you heard that right. And Remy? She's not taking this sitting down. She's been fanning the flames hard, flipping this whole situation into chaos mode. It's giving reality TV, but with boxing gloves and divorce papers flying around. Let's take it back for a second. Pap and Claressa have been moving crazy fast. Blink, and you missed the whole rollout. Red carpet appearances, couple bookings, doing interviews together. They're out here like a low-key power couple making moves in silence. And lately, Claressa's been dropping hints about stepping away from boxing to focus on other things. But what things? Fans are convinced she's already pregnant and just laying low until it's official. And if that's true, then Remy might have just dropped the whole family bag without even realizing it. She's caught in this emotional limbo, one foot clinging to what used to be, and the other trying to jump out. Meanwhile, Pap and Claressa are out here looking solid, like they're actually building something with real roots. What a mess.
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
Let's not forget the chaos Remy tried to stir back in December. She thought she was dropping a bombshell when she leaked Pap and Claressa's private messages, like that was going to end them for good. That was supposed to be her big gotcha moment. But instead, it totally flopped. It didn't damage their image at all. In fact, it confirmed what everyone was already whispering and made folks root for Claressa and Papoose even harder. Instead of breaking them up, she accidentally boosted their whole relationship. What was meant to be messy ended up looking like a love story in motion. Now Remy's out here looking like she's doing the most, while the couple she tried to drag is booked, glowing and unbothered. Crazy how that flipped, right? Claressa had been keeping her image tight, staying professional, keeping her brand looking clean. Then boom, this drama hit like a left hook out of nowhere. And let's be real, she had big money moves on the line. We're talking movie roles, sponsorships, and PR projects that could have gone sideways real quick. Her team was freaking out behind the scenes like, this is not the headline we need right now. But here's the plot twist. People didn't cancel her. They doubled down on the support. The public was loving it. Comments were going wild. Folks were saying stuff like, finally Pap leveled up. They called Claressa the upgrade, the glow-up he deserved, and treated Pap like he just broke free from some emotional jail.
Enjoy us together without the eyes for other people having to judge. People saying stuff like, well, I've heard a lot of good things, and because I can read too.
Remy thought she was coming with the receipts that would ruin them both, but all she did was expose herself. That so-called power move straight up backfired. And now, Pap and Claressa are getting love like they're the unexpected fan-favorite couple of the year. Since that whole disaster, Remy's been quiet. No shady captions, no sneak disses in her music, not even a side-eye in interviews. Just straight-up silence. It's like she hit post and vanished. Pap and Claressa been outside heavy. Zero shame, full-on couple vibes. They had a whole Valentine's trip to Hawaii. Matching jackets, beach views, cozy pics. It was giving soft life to the max. Then they showed up courtside at a Knicks game, looking fresh like they walked out of a fashion shoot. And let's not forget when Pap hyped Claressa up at her fight against Danielle Perkins. He was in full support mode, walking her out like it was a movie scene. Claressa's been showing it all off too. Date nights, dancing, arcade runs. She's glowing like she just won a title belt. She even hopped online to confirm the love, saying, "The love y'all show me and Pap is cool as ever." So yeah, they're official, and the streets are loving it. Meanwhile, Remy, she's out here looking dry, like emotionally dehydrated. And now, it's getting real awkward.
Yeah, that's why she got dropped. Yeah, she ended up getting backed up and winning a fight, but that's why she got dropped.
She was pregnant?
And she didn't eat for 3 days straight prior to fight day.
Trying to make weight.
But
Word on the street is that Remy actually tried to double back and hit up Pap, thinking maybe they could patch things up and rebuild what they had. But Pap, he shut that down quick, like a security guard blocking someone from sneaking into VIP. No entry, no discussion. And honestly, can you blame him? Pap stood by her through everything, 6 years while she was locked up. He stayed loyal, kept her name clean, held the family down, and never folded once. That man was solid. Then out of nowhere, she switched up and got involved with Easy the Block captain like all that loyalty meant nothing. Messy ain't even the word. It's a whole storm. Now she's trying to spin back, but the door's closed. Pap's got someone new beside him now, someone who lifts him up, not weighs him down. Claressa sees his worth and lets the whole world know it. She ain't playing back up to nobody in the way she publicly supports him. That's something Remy clearly wasn't doing enough of. Here's the real jaw-dropper. Remy let go of a man women literally pray for. Papoose was the definition of husband goals. Faithful, loyal, never once embarrassed her out in public, and always moved with his family in mind. That's rare. But Remy, she dropped that gem chasing distractions. And now she's stuck watching from the sidelines while Pap lives the life he should have had years ago. And Claressa? She's deep in it. No hiding, no games. She even went live recently, glowing and grinning, and gave Pap the sweetest shout-out. She said straight up, "We deserve each other," and called him the most emotionally intelligent man she's ever been with. Ooh, that part right there, that's what stings the most. She was all smiles, bragging about how they talk for hours, how he actually listens, and how he pours into her like she's something rare. In her own words, he deserves the best, and I am the best. That's how you stake your claim. Claressa wasn't just showing off. She was making it loud and clear that Pap is taken and staying that way. Meanwhile, Remy, she's learning real fast what happens when you overlook a good man. Then came her appearance on the Tamron Hall show, and whew, Claressa was glowing like she just signed a love contract with $1 million bonus. She gushed about Pap like he was the answer to every prayer, said he's her peace, her person, and her ride or die all in one. She called him her dream come true and said she's soaking up all that love. And the way she said it, you could feel it. This woman knows she's got a real one, and she wasn't done. Claressa kept giving Pap his flowers, calling him humble, wise, and sharp. She even shouted him out as a rap legend, but made it clear the real flex is how he lifts her up. It wasn't just a brag, it was pure pride. Then she dropped the line that had all of social media in a chokehold. As a strong woman with a gift and a powerful jab, I need a man who can handle that and not be intimidated by my success. And Papoose is that man. Boom, that line hit hard. It wasn't just a compliment, it was a statement, and a little shade too. Everyone knows Pap was that same solid ride-or-die man for Remy, and she played him like it didn't matter. While he was holding her down through everything, she was out here chasing distractions. Now he's finally getting the love he always deserved, and from a woman who truly sees him. Claressa's not playing when it comes to Pap. She's holding on tight and letting the world know, this one's locked in. And Remy? Yeah, she's definitely watching it all from the sidelines. Now here's where it really heats up. Claressa and Pap aren't moving like they're just messing around. This is looking serious. And then Claressa came through with a big announcement that had everyone talking. She's stepping away from boxing after 2 more fights to focus on other things. You already know what people think that means. Social media went wild with pregnancy rumors. And honestly, it's not even far-fetched. She's dominating her division, and now she's suddenly pressing pause? Something's up. Especially since this isn't the first time baby rumors been floating around either. Remember Jada Davis? She's connected to boxer Tony Harrison and used to roll with someone from Claressa's old training circle. Well, she popped up with a claim that had everybody spinning. Jada jumped online and dropped a bomb, alleging that Claressa was pregnant during her 2023 rematch with Hannah Gabriels. Yeah, the same fight where Claressa dominated and walked away with a clean, unanimous win. People were already impressed by how flawless she looked in the ring. But this? No one saw that coming. Jada didn't hold back either. In a video, she straight up said she fought Hannah Gabriels while pregnant and didn't tell nobody. Whew, that line lit up social media like wildfire. Fans, boxing heads, and critics all started chiming in. Some are calling Jada a clout chaser, saying she's bitter or just trying to stir mess. But others? They're wondering if it might actually be true. And if it is, that changes everything. Imagine being that elite, fighting at championship level while possibly carrying a child. Whether it's real or not, the rumor alone has people looking at Claressa's grind in a whole new way. Let's be real, it's giving boss energy. This might actually make sense. If Claressa and Papoose can't legally get married because Remy's still clinging to those unsigned divorce papers, then what's the next big move? A baby. Yup, if the rumors are true and Claressa is expecting, Remy might have really lost this one, for good. Right now she's out here looking stuck. She was still hoping Pap might spin the block and come back, but that hope's slipping fast. And the craziest part? She fumbled a man who treated her like royalty. He waited for her through a whole prison stretch, held her down in public and private, and she still played him. Now Pap is glowing up with Claressa, flying out, sitting courtside, enjoying romantic vacations, and maybe, just maybe, expecting a baby. If that child is truly on the way, it's game over. That's the final stamp. No redo, no comeback. And here's the real tea. People are starting to wonder how long before Remy spirals even more. Let's not forget, this is someone who's already been to prison behind a trigger. If she feels boxed in or publicly humiliated again, she might snap. Let's just hope it never gets to that point. And about that boxing match that had the internet in a chokehold, Claressa was hyped, ready to throw hands with Remy, and folks were waiting on it. She said she was down to step in the ring. But guess what? It never happened. And now we're all left wondering why. Now that Claressa's got Papoose locked in, any matchup between her and Remy would hit way different. And let's be real, Remy might already be plotting behind the scenes. Would anyone be surprised? Not at all. But here's the twist. 50 Cent stepped in. Yep, Mr. Say It With Your Chest himself jumped into the mix and gave Claressa a direct warning. Watch your back when it comes to Remy. And let's not forget, 50 doesn't speak on just anything. If he's waving red flags, that means he sees the storm brewing. What started as petty online shade could easily turn into a real-world problem, and fast. Now here's something people are only just starting to connect. This tension between Remy and Claressa might not be fresh. Word is, Remy's always had a little attitude toward the women Pap had kids with before she came into the picture. That might actually explain why we've never seen much about his other kids in the spotlight. It's giving hush-hush energy, like keep it low to avoid the drama vibes. Think about it. Plenty of celebs have blended families and still show love. Baby mamas get tagged, birthdays get celebrated, the co-parenting gets praise. But with Pap's kids from before Remy, it's like they didn't exist online. No shout-outs, no family pics, nothing. Now folks are starting to ask, was that all Remy's doing? No mentions, no photos, just straight silence. But now that Claressa's in the spotlight, loud and proud, fans are finally asking questions. Here's the rundown. Most people don't even realize Papoose had multiple kids before he and Remy ever got together. His daughter, Dean Mackey, was born in November 1997. Then Jameer Mackey came in April 1999, both with Yvette Lashley. Destiny followed in September 2000 from a different relationship. So yeah, Pap's been a father for a long time, and while he clearly loves his kids, fans are now wondering if Remy played a role in why we never saw that part of him publicly. Was it jealousy? Was there behind-the-scenes tension that made him hide his other family life? Because now, with Claressa front and center, walking carpets, courtside seats, maybe even carrying his child, it's starting to look real different. And Remy? She might be feeling that pressure, even though Pap had kids way before she ever came into the picture. Word is, she never really embraced it. People close to the situation say Remy wasn't trying to play bonus mom. No hugs, no bonding, not even cookout energy. Insiders claim she kept her distance, not just from the kids, but their moms too. It's giving serious don't come near what's mine vibes. She's allegedly been holding that grudge for years, but here's where it really flips. While Remy's out here throwing shade and talking slick, her own house might be in serious trouble. Her son, the one she keeps completely out of the spotlight, is reportedly on trial for a major shooting case. It's been flying under the radar, but insiders say the situation is heavy. And let's be real, when people say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, this is the kind of thing they mean. While Remy's trying to control Pap's future and play gatekeeper, she might need to look inward first. No wonder she's been extra protective lately. If Claressa really is expecting Pap's child, that changes everything. Another baby in the mix means more attention, more responsibility, and way less space for Remy to sneak back in. And believe, Remy knows this isn't just about Claressa. She's had tension with Pap's other baby mamas before. This is a whole pattern that's been playing out behind closed doors for years. But now, Claressa's out here possibly building a real future with Pap, and Remy's watching it all unfold with no control. If Claressa is pregnant, that baby changes the game. Remy still won't sign those divorce papers, so Claressa and Pap can't get married just yet. But a child? That's the next best way to make that bond permanent, and Remy's feeling the heat. And let's be real, this might be exactly what Claressa's aiming for. If she can't get that ring just yet, then a baby locks the bond for life, and Remy knows it. From her point of view, this could feel like a setup. Word is, Remy thinks all this pregnancy talk is just a strategy. She allegedly believes Claressa's playing chess, trying to keep Pap tied to her no matter what. And the timing? Super suspicious. Claressa's saying she's stepping away from boxing soon, only 2 fights left before retirement. When you connect the dots, a baby break doesn't sound so wild. Retiring means less travel, no training camps. Pap would be right there at home, building something solid by her side. For Remy, it's probably feeling like her worst-case scenario playing out in real time. Because truth be told, whether the pregnancy rumor is real or not, one thing's clear. Pap and Claressa are serious. This ain't no side fling. This is public, consistent, and looking real long-term. Now here's where it cuts deep. Is Remy holding on to those divorce papers as a power move? Is she secretly trying to keep one foot in the door while pretending she's over it? Or is she playing the long game, convinced Claressa and Pap won't last? And Claressa, is she really trying to baby lock Pap down? Or is the internet just wildin' with the theories? Either way, this love triangle is heating up, and it's far from over. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I know you've got opinions on this one, and before you bounce, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another messy update. Catch you in the next one.